I am going away from here now. At once. I am sure Christine will take me in for the night.
You are out of your mind. I won't allow it. I forbid you.
It's no use forbidding me of anything any longer. I will take with me what belongs to myself. I will take nothing from you. Not now or later.
What sort of madness is this?
Tomorrow, I shall go to my old home. It'll be easiest for me to find something to do there.
You blind, foolish woman.
I must try and get some sense, Torvald.
It is shocking. This is how you would neglect your most sacred duties.
What do you consider my most sacred duties?
Do I need to tell you that? Are they not the duties to your husband and your children?
I have other duties just as sacred.
That you have not. What duties could those be?
Duties to myself.
Before all else, you are a wife and a mother.
I don't believe that any longer. I believe that before all else, I am a reasonable human being, just as you are, or, at all events, that I must try and become one. I know quite well, Torvald, that most people would think you right, and that views of that kind are to be found in books, but I can no longer content myself with what other people say or what can be found in books. I must think over things for myself and try to understand them.
You talk like a child. You don't understand the conditions of the world in which you live.
No, I don't. But now, I am going to try. I'm going to see if I can make out who is right, the world or I.
You are ill, Nora. You are delirious. I almost think you are out of your mind.
I have never felt so certain as I do tonight.
And is it with a clear and certain mind that you forsake your husband and your children?
Yes, it is.
Then there is only one possible explanation.
What is that?
You don't love me anymore.
No. That is just it.
Nora! And you can say that?
It gives me great pain, Torvald, for you have always been so kind to me, but I cannot help it. I do not love you anymore.
Is that a clear and certain conviction, too?
Yes, absolutely clear and certain. That is the reason why I will not stay here any longer.
And can you tell me what I have done to forfeit your love?
Yes, I can. It was tonight, when the wonderful thing did not happen, then I saw you were not the man I had thought you were.
Explain yourself better. I don't understand you.
I have waited so patiently for 8 years. For goodness knows, I knew very well that wonderful things don't happen every day. Then this horrible misfortune came upon me, and then I felt quite certain that the wonderful thing was going to happen at last. I was so absolutely certain you would come forward and take everything upon yourself and say, I am the guilty one.
I would gladly work night and day for you, Nora. Bear sorrow and want for your sake. But no man would sacrifice his honor for the one he loves.
It is a thing hundreds of thousands of women have done.
Oh, you think and talk like a heedless child.
Maybe, but you neither think nor talk like the man I could bind myself to. As soon as your fear was over, and it was not fear for what threatened me, but for what might happen to you, when the whole thing was past, as far as you were concerned, it was exactly as if nothing had happened at all. Exactly as before, I was your little skylark, your little doll. which you would in future treat with doubly gentle care because it was so brittle and fragile. Torvald, it was then it dawned upon me that for 8 years I had been living here with a strange man and had borne him 3 children. I can't bear to think of it. I could tear myself to pieces.
I see. An abyss has opened between us. There's no denying it, but... Nora, would it not be possible to fill it up?
As I am now, I am no wife for you.
I have it in me to become a different man.
Perhaps, if your doll is taken away from you.
But to part from you, Nora, no, Nora, that is not an idea that I can understand.
That makes it all the more certain that it must be done.
Nora, not now. Wait until tomorrow.
I cannot spend the night in a strange man's room.
But can't we live here like brother and sister?
You know very well that would not last long. Goodbye, Torvald. I won't see the little ones. I know they are in better hands than mine. As I am now, I am of no use to them.
But someday, Nora, someday?
How can I tell? I have no idea what is going to become of me.
But you are my wife, whatever becomes of you.
Listen, Torvald. I have heard that when a wife deserts her husband's house, as I am doing now, he is legally freed of all obligations from her. In any case, I set you free from all your obligations. You are not to feel yourself bound in the slightest way, any more than I shall. There must be perfect freedom on both sides. See? Here is your ring back. Now give me mine.
That too?
That too.
There it is.
Yes. That's right. Now it is all over.
All over, Nora. Shall you never think of me again?
I know I shall think of you often, the children and this house.
May I write to you, Nora?
No. Never. You must not do that.
But at least let me send you.
Nothing. Nothing.
Let me help you if you are in want.
No. I can receive nothing from a stranger.
Nora, can I never be anything more than a stranger to you?
Torvald, the most wonderful thing of all would have to happen.
Tell me what that would be.
Both you and I would have to be so changed that... Torvald, I don't believe any longer in wonderful things happening.
But I will believe in it. Tell me. So changed that...
That our life together would be a real wedlock. Goodbye.
Nora! Nora! Empty. She is gone. The most wonderful thing of all.